Partnership Part 2. Okay, so where I left off, talking about the show I watched today on Tamron Show with Judge Greg Mathis and his wife. And I talked about in the last video how wounds are never addressed. Resentment begins to grow in roots, right? When we feel that we lose ourselves, right? And there's years of carrying burdens, years of fulfilling, pouring out, and supporting. And you start to ask yourself, what am I doing? Who am I outside of this, right? And I think that's the place that I feel that I've seen. And like I said, this is a cycle that has gone on for generations. And I've been talking to you guys, for the past year and a half about generational cycles and whatnot. And just today I came out with the post about my book, Ancestral Shadow Work. Okay. And I begin to tell you how Spirit has me moving into the construct of teaching on how to work with the ancestors. Who are the ancestors? What are the ancestors? Right? And yada, yada. Okay. So after that resentful place begins and those roots begin to grow. Okay. I'm going to start off where I left off in the last video to say this is why I tell people what they have dealt with, Judge Mathis and his wife, is not strange for many people. Okay. And this is why I tell people all the time that being a homemaker does not mean you have to become invisible. Okay. Supporting your spouse does not ever mean, okay, you are abandoning, or you have to, or you must abandon your own dreams. Holding up someone's arms does not mean cutting off your own hands. All right. Okay. You can raise your children and still build. All right. I know society that has not made that culture, a movement, but it's possible. And in generations past, I watched my great grandmother, she didn't become just invisible. Okay. She had her craft. She had her thing. She sold her ceramics. You understand what I'm saying? But then you have people in this culture, okay, that, don't know how to be in that space. Okay, they're with this person and they feel like they're fading away, or those entities come in, like I said in the last video, and begin speaking to them, or they got outside people who don't understand the dynamic that have so much to say. Okay, or they're overwhelmed. You understand what I'm saying? Because what they signed up for when they said, before they said I do, they didn't quite understand the fruit that the tree was going to bear and what it actually was going to look like. They didn't understand the mantle of that person, and that is very important. Okay, that before you walk down the aisle, you understand. But just because you're in it, okay, that doesn't mean that you can't support somebody else's vision and still have one. All right. Okay. You can help someone become successful without losing your own identity. Okay. Marriage was never designed. And yes, I was married as well. Okay. So what I'm speaking from, someone in this place, I know this space. Trust me. Okay. Marriage was never designed to create one whole person. Okay. And the other one empty. All right. It was designed, all right, to create two whole people walking in agreement. Okay. And I believe one of the greatest conversations couples need to have before they ever say I do is not how much money you're going to make, not where they want to live, not what kind of wedding they want. Okay. The conversation they need to have is what mantle rests upon your life. What are your ambitions? What sacrifice does your mantle cost or require? And what will be required of me? Oh my God, what will be required of us? And how will we protect our partnership, our passion, our purpose, our relationship while pursuing our passion, our purpose, our partnership? Okay, because purpose without partnership creates loneliness. Partnership without purpose creates stagnation. Okay, but when two people, please hear me, understand and understand their assignment and agree with the assignment, they stop fighting each other and start building together. I want to speak to these generations, these people out here. I want to speak to this cycle. Okay, and this is what I'm stop marrying potential without understanding purpose. Stop saying yes to the person while rejecting their assignment. Okay, now you're in it and it's too much. Okay, stop expecting the mantle to disappear after you say yes, or expecting the mantle to bow down to you. And I see that in a lot of celebrities. Okay, the king or the queen in the relationship, okay, gets the and in this case, he was doing what he needed to do. He was providing for his family. He still had a great time to be able to talk to his children and see what was in their lives and know what their favorite color was. right? Take them on vacations and trips and actually sit and be able to drink some hot cocoa with them. Okay. This isn't a story of where there was neglect, but a story where one lost focus of the purpose and didn't know how to find, they wanted more. And they didn't know how to, I'm here to say that they reconciled. Okay. But sometimes people need to reconcile with themselves. Sometimes, especially us as women, we're very emotional and we be wanting our men to be all kings and everything, like gods. Sometimes we require more from that person. That's why it's so important to understand and understand who you're marrying, because the mantle doesn't disappear just because you say yes. Okay. Learn the burden that they carry. It's important to learn the vision that they carry. It is important to learn the responsibility that they carry, and then make a plan together to bear fruit without losing yourselves in the process. A healthy marriage, baby, is not two people standing in each other's shadow. It should never feel like that. It is two people standing in covenant, building a legacy that neither could have built alone. Okay. So when the water gets rocky, it's not time for you to up and want to file for divorce because you're not getting, you don't feel you're getting your needs met. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, he's not there enough. They're not there enough. She's not there enough. Stop stomping your feet and having a hissy fit because you didn't understand the assignment. And I know that if anybody sees this that has anything to do with them, they're going to have something to say. But I got more to say. Okay? Because this is a cycle that has been going on for generations. And this is why good things break. This is Duchess, the spiritual doula. Many of you know me, many of you don't. Many of you I get with me, many of you won't. Grace and peace.